Hello. Good afternoon. Mr. Kikri. Yes. Good afternoon. All have joined. Ma'am, students have joined or they're still joining? Hello.
Yes, ma'am, we can start in 2 minutes.
I can start in 2 minutes. ठीक है. Let me know when I could start because you will be able to see the number of participants that joined. Yeah, I can start. They will join. Okay, fine, no problem. Good afternoon, all of you. Now it's going to be a lovely journey for the 11th, 12th, CET, JEE, or NEET, or whatever you are aspiring for. Good afternoon. Hi, Kaustav. Good afternoon, Smith. Yes. So, what is important is, see, one part is good afternoon. One part is scoring excellent marks in 10th standard, which probably you will all get. The second thing is the base or the foundation of what you have learned in school level. Now, this is the time to apply that. See, we scored good marks, we know most of the things, but there could be something which maybe we were weak at or we have left something at that time. And, so that all you are going to need for your MCQs, for the shortcuts. It's very important to have a good foundation, a good base. So I would means don't think it's a waste of time, but it is going to be, you're making your foundation strong. So when you actually learn 11th standard syllabus, maybe we'll start after 2 or 3 lectures, you will be standing on the strong base. Okay, so in about a lecture or two, I'll be discussing all the important aspects or all the important points you would need in the journey ahead. Okay? So we can say I am going to revise the basics. Because in 11th standard, you will be learning something as complex numbers or imaginary numbers. So first, my voice has a disturbance. Wait a minute, Sanika. Try. Is that okay now? Oh, it's better? Okay. All right. It's clear now. Okay. Now, so we are going to study, we are going to revise about the numbers. What you have tackled all the time is real number. But there is something called which is non-real or imaginary. For example, square root of -9. This part we are going to deal in 11th standard by the name of the chapter called complex numbers. Yes, I, exactly. 3I, perfectly right. Shahnaaz, beta, it's been showing full internet in my, at my place. Now you please try. Now, in real numbers, which we denote by capital R. There is no background noise in my house, no. I'm sitting alone in the separate room. I switched off the AC on fan, everything, so that, sometimes you get that noise. Still, if you have any problem, you just tell me, all right? Okay, so the set of real numbers, you know that every real number has a place on the number line, correct? Every real number has a specific place on the number line. Now the real numbers we can divide into rational and irrational. Now the rational number, normally we write it in the form of P by Q, where P and Q both are integers and the denominator should not be 0. And this P by Q can be a fraction or it can be an integer, because if I have integer, say 5, I can write 5 as 5 upon 1, correct? So I can write every rational number in the form of integer upon integer, only denominator should not be 0. Yes, 25 upon 5, but it is not the fraction in the simplest form. Correct? See, there is a simplest form, as you said, Advait, 25 upon 5. I can 5 ones are 5 fives are. So this is 5 upon 1 or 5. Correct? So 5 upon 1 or 5, this is called the simplest form. If I had 2 upon negative 3, 2 upon negative 3, what is the standard form below? Who knows the standard form of the fraction? We always shift negative sign to the numerator. Correct? Perfect. Very good, Krishna. Minus 2 by 3. So this we call it as a simplest form. This we call it as a standard form. Right? So they are all fractions. Now it can be either a fraction or an integer. Now rational number we denote by a letter Q, and irrational either you write Q bar or Q dash. Yes, R minus Q, perfect. That you can write by difference of the two sets. So when I revise the set theory, I will explain you. It is every real number except which are rational. All belong to the set of irrational numbers. Now, actually, what do you say about this fraction when you convert? Any fraction when you convert in decimal representation, either it is terminating. It is terminating or recurring. Terminating means when I write 1.25, it has ended, it has terminated. Suppose if I have 1.2.555555, the last number is recurring, that is 1.25 dot, or if you have 1.252525 dot dot dot, I'm going to write this as 1.25. The group is coming bar bar. So it is 1.25 bar. So this is a terminating fraction. This is a recurring fraction. So every fraction which will be either terminating or recurring or maybe an integer. Correct? So they all belong to the rational numbers. I will talk about irrational number later. Now we will take this integer ahead. So you know they are negative integers. one integer which is 0, which is neither negative nor positive, and these are positive integers. You can write the set of integers by the letter I or Z. Correct? Now this all you have done in school level. You know why it is important? Because there is some chapter called linear inequalities, linear inequations, in which something that is called as replacement set. So replacement set, इसमें वो लोग set दे देंगे. So you have to be very clear about all types of sets. When I say rational, when I say irrational, when I say real, when I say integers, it could be negative, 0 or positive. 0 and positive integers together, they form set of whole numbers, which we denote by W. And only positive integers, they form a set of natural numbers. You remember 1, 2, 3, they are natural numbers. Whole numbers में natural numbers है plus 0 है. Correct? So this is about your rational numbers. Are you clear about how we started? Let me go back. We started with numbers, real, non-real. Imaginary number I, whose value is square root of -1. We are going to have a full chapter on this, so I'm not touching that part now because it's only the revision lecture. Real numbers could be rational or irrational. Every real number has a place on the number line, or every point on the number line has a corresponding real number. That is a coordinate of that point. Now, rational may we saw that it could be either a fraction or an integer. So we can write integer in a form of fraction by writing divided by 1. Now fraction, when you convert in decimal, it is either terminating or recurring, then that fraction is a rational number. Integers we saw it could be negative, 0, positive. 0 and positive together form whole numbers, and positive integers are called natural numbers. Are you very clear about this? Okay, great. Thank you. Now, we will be talking about irrational numbers. जैसे कि आप लोगों ने देखा है √3, √5, oh hi Swan, 22/7. Now who knows the value of 22/7? Bolo approximately. It is 3.141596535897327932 ... What do you see here? What do you say about this? Is it a fraction pi? Yes, absolutely correct, Mayanka. What is this? Integer upon integer. Yes, yeah, it is pi. Absolutely right. Okay, so 22/7 mein 22 is an integer, 7 is an integer. So integer upon non-zero integer. So what definition I thought every fraction is a rational number? No. A fraction, when converted in decimal form, should be either terminating or recurring, which is not the case here. Yeah, 3.14159653589792. ... It is going on and on and on. So it is not terminating. Nothing is repeating, no, not a single number, not a group, nothing. So it is, what will you call this as? Neither terminating nor recurring. So such numbers are irrational numbers. Such numbers, pi, perfect, is an irrational number. Are you clear? This, of course, everybody must be knowing. √3 plus √5, you cannot add cats and dogs, so it is obviously not is equal to √8. Omkar, there is no pattern in these numbers. Perfect. Yes, Omkar, very good. You know, nothing is repeating. Okay, you know root 3 plus root 5 cannot be equal to root 8. Cats and dogs cannot be added. But if I have root 3 plus root 3, matlab 1 root 3 plus 1 root 3 will be 2 root 3. Correct? So the like irrational numbers can be added or subtracted, but unlike irrational numbers cannot be added or subtracted. Is that clear? What would be root 3 into root 3? It would be 3. Perfect. Very good. It would be 3. So you have fair idea about rational and irrational numbers. Now let me just touch what is a surd, because तुम लोगों को जब भी तुम लोग limits पढ़ोगे 11th 12th में या continuity पढ़ोगे, so that time you will need the rationalization. So it is important that you know what is a surd. Now you know the surd is, suppose if I write a raised to 1 by n, that is nth root of a. It is a surd if a is positive rational number. Positive होना चाहिए, rational होना चाहिए. Second, n is positive integer. And the third one is, on the whole, the number should be irrational. Agar all three conditions are satisfied, then only nth root of a is called a surd. I'll give you an example. If I write square root of pi, now you compare this with pi raised to 1 by 2. So ये value है n का, which is satisfying. So second condition is satisfying. But अंदर वाला number, though it is positive, but it is not rational. Pi is not rational. I just showed you इसका rational approximation. It is going on and on and on. 3.14592653 ... So it is not rational. So अंदर का number has to be rational. So it is failing in the first case only. So it is not a surd. Are you clear about it? Everybody understands? Okay. I'll give you one more example. Cube root of 25 into cube root of 40. पहले तो ऐसे दो नहीं चलेंगे, एक ही क्यूब रूट में डालो. 25 into 40. So it is cube root of 1000. Oh, so my answer is 10. My answer should be irrational. See the third condition, uska simplification karke wo number has to be irrational. It is not irrational. Therefore, this cannot be a surd. It is not a surd. Understand this? So अंदर का number irrational है तो भी नहीं चलेगा. पूरा answer is not rational, irrational, तो भी नहीं चलेगा. Correct? Now let us take Vedant. Yes. Which one are you saying is a surd? This you're talking about? Vedant? Are you talking about cube root of 25 into cube root of 40? Yeah, it is not a surd. Perfect. Very good. That's what I said. It is not a surd. Now, what do you say about root of 26? चलो compare करो. A का value है 26, अंदर वाला. Square root है, मतलब n का value है 2. Yes, absolutely correct. And on the whole, तुम्हारा ये है nth root of a. So ये अपना होना चाहिए positive and rational. तो पहला condition okay. दूसरा condition positive integer. दूसरा condition okay. Root 26 is an irrational number. Third condition, okay. Everything is okay. So square root of 26 is a surd. It is a surd. Yes, it is a surd. Right? So you have fair idea. Now what you're going to mainly need now is rationalizing factor of a surd. Aditya, what are you talking? How is it rational? 26? Yeah, root 26. Be specific, beta. A should be positive and rational. Andar wala, root 26. I said it is irrational. Answer should be irrational only. पिछले वाले सम में हमारा आंसर रैशनल आया, इसीलिए हमने बोला कि वो सर्ड नहीं है. मेरा आंसर, फाइनल आंसर, nth root of A should be irrational. So root 26 is irrational. I said 26 is positive rational number. Are you clear? Yeah, perfect. Abhi, you know, there are two types of surds. Who remembers? Tell me. Can you tell the second condition? Of course, I will. Second condition, see, let me go back. First condition, you understand कि जो भी अंदर है, A का value, that should be positive and rational. दूसरी condition है, you know that you have learned in school कि, I'll write here, A raised to m by n is जो नीचे है उसका रूट होता है nth root of A raised to m. So जो रूट रहता है उसका value should be positive integer. So when it is just square root, matlab it is 2 here, n ka value is 2. When it is cube root, n ka value is 3. Vedant, your answer is absolutely correct. Just, I think I'm explaining, Sanika, are you clear about the second condition, beta? It is konsa root hai wo, all right? Okay, great. Now, yes, Vedant, you are absolutely correct. It is a pure surd and a mixed surd. जैसे कि मैंने लिखा ये स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 32, ये मेरा प्योर सर्ड है. इसको कोई भी रैशनल नंबर अदर देन 1 चिपका नहीं है. बट इफ आई वांट टू कन्वर्ट इसको एज मिक्स सर्ड, इसमें से मुझे परफेक्ट स्क्वायर बाहर निकालना पड़ेगा. यू नो इट इज 16 2 32 and square root of 16 is 4, so it is 4 root 2. Absolutely right. So mixed surd में it is rational into irrational, that is 4 root 2. तो इसको अगर मुझे rational बनाना है तो least rationalizing factor of 4 root 2 is rationalize करना है, मतलब rational बनाना है. अगर देखो, अगर लोग पागल खाने में किसको रखते हैं? जो पागल है, जो अच्छा आदमी है उसको टच भी नहीं करते. सो जैसे यहाँ मुझे रैशनल किसको करना है? जो रैशनल है उसको टच ही नहीं करना है. मुझे जो रैशनल नहीं है उसको रैशनल करना है. सो रूट 2 को आई हैव टू जस्ट टेक केयर ऑफ रूट 2. सो द रैशनलाइजिंग फैक्टर ऑफ 4 रूट 2 में 4 विल नॉट प्ले एनी रोल, इट विल बी जस्ट रूट 2. Because root 2 into root 2 will become 2, so it is going to become rational, correct? I'll give you one more. Huh? ये है मिक्स सर्ड, ये है प्योर सर्ड. अभी आप इसको कीजिए मिक्स्ड में. Who can do? Who can do mixed में? क्यूब रूट है तो परफेक्ट क्यूब निकालना है. So do you understand 27 into 2? Correct? Very good. Superb. So cube root of 27 is 3 into, अभी square root नहीं लिखना है, cube root of 2. Do you understand? This is a mixer. All of you are clear? Very good. Now just answer me. इतना तो लगने वाला नहीं है, बट अगर मुझे इसका रैशनलाइजिंग फैक्टर चाहिए तो मैं आई विल नॉट इवन टच 3 बिकॉज इट इज ऑलरेडी रैशनल. सो ये है मेरा क्यूब रूट ऑफ 2. क्यूब रूट ऑफ 2 का मतलब क्या है? स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 2 किसने बोला रैशनल है ओमकार? 1.414 नहीं होता है बेटा. आप करके देखो 1.414 के बाद आगे बहुत निकल जाएंगे आप, बट आपका वैल्यू रुकेगा ही नहीं. Are you getting it? You know that you can do it by division method. It comes 1.414213 I remember. Repeat नहीं होता. 141414 नहीं repeat होता. You mean I understood your question, Omkar, कि एक मिनट है जरा, I'm just going away, but I have to clear his doubts. You say कि root 2 is 1.414. नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं. It is 1.4142135 dot आगे. तो यहाँ you mean ये repeat हो रहा है? Is this your question? Is this your question? हाँ, तो डेसिमल के बाद रिपीट होना चाहिए ना. Are you getting? डेसिमल के बाद रिपीट होना चाहिए. Okay, understood? Your doubt is clear, Omkar? अच्छा, Vedant. Vedant or Axis, you're welcome. And please feel free to ask any doubt. Vedant, cube root of 2 जो आप निकाल रहे हो, हाँ? So you can try once you are free. Nothing is going to be repeated. It is an irrational number. Cube root of 2. Cube root of 8 समझ सकती हो. Not cube root of 2. Nothing is good. See, you just don't see what is getting repeated in first 3-4 digits. You just find 10-12 digits, then you'll understand nothing is getting repeated. 2 बार repeat हुआ, तो is it coming 999999999? Tell me, Vedant. You got the point, what I'm saying? Exactly. Yes, perfect. Exactly, you said it, Vedant. It is नहीं repeat होता है. So it is irrational. अभी इसका अगर मुझे rationalizing factor चाहिए, अभी हम लोग थोड़ी स्कूल में हैं. I will teach you simple way. अभी इसका what is cube root of 2 मतलब it is 2 raised to 1/3. So चुटकी से क्या करने का ना, ये जो पावर है ना, तो 1 से subtract करो. Okay? So 2 raised to 2/3 आएगा इसका rationalizing factor. Got it? This is the shortest way because this is what you want to, this is what you will need. Fifth root of 2 है, तो you will write fifth root of 2 raised to 4. That is 2 raised to 4/5. Getting it? चुपके से वो 1 से माइनस करने का. क्योंकि वो दोनों का प्रोडक्ट 1 आएगा, मतलब indices are added. Then only it will become rational, no? वापस बोलो? Okay, ठीक है. What I said, 2 raised to 1/3 को मुझे किससे मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा? So it will become the least because आगे जाके 2 raised to 2, 3, 4 कुछ भी ले सकते हो. 2 raised to 1 ही चाहिए मुझे. So indices का rule apply करो. What would it not be 2/3? So don't you think 2? This is cube root of 2 into ये है cube root of 2 square. अभी समझा वेदांत? So this would become the rationalizing factor of, sorry, cube root of 2. Got it? Vedant? Okay, are you clear? Anybody else who has not understood? सो ये मेरा नंबर है 2⁻1/3 इंटू 2 मुझे रैशनलाइजिंग फैक्टर लेना है, मतलब इसका पावर निकालना है. यस पूर्वा, आई कैन. See, 2⁻1/3 is cube root of 2. आपको समझता है पूर्वल? You know this is 2⁻1/3. Very good. तो अभी मुझे ये नंबर निकालना है so that it becomes 2⁻1. अभी ये सॉल्व करो indices. I can take one more example. Yeah, let me complete this. 2⁻1 upon 2⁻1/3. So it is 2⁻x is equal to 2⁻2/3. Matlab this my rationalizing factor will be 2⁻2/3. You know what is a⁻m/n? It is nth root of a⁻m. So 2⁻2/3 is cube root of 2 square. Rudra, I will take another example. Let me just complete this. Are you very clear about this? Yes? Then I will take one more example. Now you only find the least rationalizing factor of 4th root of 7. Can you try? Ekdam perfect, Unnati. Very good. It is not √7⁻1/4 Rudra. Yeah, perfect. तो ये है 1 - 1/4. अभी अपने को ओरली सीखना है ना MCQs के लिए 3/4. तो 7⁻3/4 आएगा, which is 4th root of 7 cube. Understood? Everybody is clear about it? Great. Very good. This is what you had chapter called irrational numbers or surds in standard 9. Huh? So you just revise karo. If you have, by any chance, if you have 9 standard books, you can go through them also once. Okay? Now, one more thing I want to tell you. A rationalizing factor of √3 plus √2 is. Yes, Omkar, absolutely right answer. Smart boys, smart girls, very good. Everybody is writing the answers and they're all writing it perfect. √3 minus √2, super, very good. √3 plus √2 का है, √3 minus √2. बीच का साइन चेंज करने का. 3 minus √2 का क्या होगा? Conjugate, absolutely right. 3 minus √2 का होगा 3 plus √2. You have to basically change the sign of irrational part. अगर दोनों irrational है तो ठीक है, दोनों अगर irrational नहीं है तो irrational part का. I'll explain you why. I am saying a rationalizing factor. मतलब अगर if I multiply 3 minus √2 by 3 plus √2 तो मेरा आंसर rational आना चाहिए. Correct, Advait? So a minus b into a plus b. पहले का square minus दूसरे का square. Correct? So it is 9 minus 2. Are you getting it? So ये क्या है आंसर? 7, which is rational. तो ऐसा कौन सा नंबर है जिसको मैं इससे मल्टीप्लाई करूं तो माय आंसर विल बी रैशनल. दैट इज कॉल्ड द रैशनलाइजिंग फैक्टर और कॉन्जुगेट. लिमिट्स करोगे ना, लिमिट्स नाम का चैप्टर, तो ये बहुत लगेगा. कॉन्जुगेट. ओके, you want to solve one sum? एक सम करो. हाँ, फाइन. अभी स्टेप्स वाइज मत लिखना बिकॉज इट इज जस्ट द रिविजन लेक्चर. Always remember that multiply by rationalizing factor of the denominator, not the numerator. अगर दोनों है, कभी कभी ऐसे है 12th में सम्स जिसमें दोनों के rationalizing factor से multiply करना पड़ता है, but not in this case. So you will do 2 root 3 plus 3 root 2 into 2 root 3 plus 3 root 2 जो है rationalizing factor of the denominator, बीच का साइन चेंज करके. करेक्ट? ये आपका rationalizing factor है जिसने आपने मल्टीप्लाई किया. एवरीबडी गेटिंग? अभी either you understand it is a plus b bracket square, same term ही है न्यूमरेटर में. अगर नहीं भी समझता है तो you multiply this by this, 2 root 3 into 2 root 3 plus 2 root 3 into 3 root 2 plus 3 root 2 into 2 root 3 plus 3 root 2 into 3 root 2. ये इतना मैं लिख रही हूँ so that everybody understands. इतना लिखने की बिल्कुल जरूरत नहीं. I am just showing you the multiplication of two brackets. And नीचे है a minus b into a plus b. So it is पहले का स्क्वायर minus दूसरे का स्क्वायर. Correct? So ये 2 2s are 4, 3s are 12 आ गया सबका पहले. Plus ये देखो 2 into 3 is 6. So ये हो गया मेरा 6 root 6. ये भी हो गया 6 root 6. I think you will get the recording of that lecture. Yes. So did you get this as 12 root 6? Plus 3 root 2 into 3 root 2. 3 3s are 9, 2s are 18. Upon ये आ गया 12 minus 18. So ये आ गया -5 plus -2 root 6 is equal to दिया हुआ है a plus b root 6. इसलिए मैंने यहाँ प्लस है, इसलिए मैंने यहाँ प्लस लिखे. I pushed minus sign inside. So obviously your value of a is going to be -5. b का जरा चेक करना स्वयं. a आ गया -5 and b आ गया -2. Answer. Correct? I think you are clear about the search part now. Okay. Great. Now, what you need, and many students forget, is formulae of identities and laws of expansions, factorization, and exponents. So this time we can do algebra, next time we can revise geometry. You know, expansions ke all the formulae you know. पहला प्लस दूसरा, the whole square. How do you say? पहले का स्क्वायर प्लस दूसरे का स्क्वायर प्लस 2 into पहला into दूसरा. अगर आपका a minus b ब्रैकेट स्क्वायर है तो इट इज पहले का स्क्वायर प्लस दूसरे का स्क्वायर. आज भी अच्छे बच्चे लोग हैं, स्कोर किए अच्छे, बट दे राइट माइनस बी स्क्वायर. जस्ट माइंड इट. इट इज पहले का स्क्वायर प्लस दूसरे का स्क्वायर -2 इंटू पहला इंटू दूसरा. See, now what you will be getting in 11th and 12th RHS. इससे अपने को ढूंढना है LHS. ये किसका स्क्वायर है? Got it? So अगर ये दोनों आप ऐड करोगे तो you will have a plus b the whole square plus a minus b the whole square. ये दोनों ऐड करोगे तो ab का टर्म कैंसिल होगा. It will be twice of a square plus b square. Yeah, Jay, they were not in the 10th, but they were in the 9th. See, I am not bothered whether you learned in 9th or in 10th or 8th. What you need in your journey ahead, we will revise. That is the best option. Correct? So that, you are standing on the strong foundation. And initially, you can revise this and make your concepts and base very strong. All right? Some people may find it, अरे क्यों कर रहे हैं? अरे but लगता है because कभी कभी हम लोग भूल जा सकते हैं. Yeah, it is good to revise, right? A plus b the whole square minus a minus b the whole square. See, when I do trigona, I will give you a different aspect how to think about what you have learned in 10th standard. Is 4ab, absolutely correct, because a square b square के terms cancel हो जाएंगे. Then you have a plus 1 upon a the whole square. इस पहले का स्क्वायर प्लस दूसरे का स्क्वायर प्लस 2 इंटू पहला इंटू दूसरा तो कैंसिल ही होगा. तो then if you have a minus 1 upon a the whole square, स्क्वायर्स तो प्लस ही रहेंगे, ओनली ये रहेगा -2. देन अगर आपको क्यूब है a plus b the whole cube, दो फॉर्मूले है. इट इज पहले का क्यूब प्लस दूसरे का क्यूब प्लस 3 इंटू पहला इंटू दूसरा इंटू जैसे के वैसा. ये ब्रैकेट जैसे के वैसा कॉपी करना है. और इसका सिंप्लीफाइड फॉर्म इज a क्यूब प्लस b क्यूब. नाउ मल्टीप्लाई a and a, so it will be 3a square b plus 3ab into b is b square. You can do any of these. You should know both. A minus b the whole cube is पहले का क्यूब माइनस दूसरे का क्यूब minus 3 इंटू पहला इंटू दूसरा इंटू जैसे के वैसा ब्रैकेट without that cube. Now if you open this, you're going to have a cube minus b cube. This into this is minus 3a square b, minus into minus is plus 3ab square. So you have to know both these. A plus b the whole cube and a minus b the whole cube. Correct? All of you are able to recollect all the formulae well. Okay. Great. Now, do you know that if a plus b plus c is 0, then a cube plus b cube plus c cube is what? Who will tell me? If a plus b plus c is 0. What is, are perfect, very good. It is 3abc. Perfect answer. A cube plus b cube plus c cube is going to be 3abc. Great. Done. Then something about exponents. Exponents, all students are able to solve in 8, 9, 10. But when you are teaching limits, and when you want to write this, when you want to use the laws of exponents in the opposite manner, many students fail to do that. So in order to avoid that, we are just revising the laws. Everybody knows what is A into AM times bolo. A raised to M. Super. Just please note the difference. A plus AM times क्या होगा? M times A. Very good. This has got nothing to do with exponents, but दोनों का फर्क समझो. A into M. Perfect. Then A raised to M into A raised to N. A raised to M plus N. A raised to M upon A raised to N. A raised to M minus N. Correct? इतना पता होने के बाद भी if I write सिखाते सिखाते 5 raised to x plus 3 as 5 raised to x into 5 raised to 3, am I not using this law? Only I am using a raised to m plus n as a raised to m into a raised to n. This is what you're going to use in the 12th standard. So what is there to get confused? Are you clear? Same thing as what we have done in school. Same thing we are applying. Correct? So we are just doing the application the other way. Okay? Have you understood? A raised to m into a raised to n is a raised to m plus n. A raised to m upon a raised to n is a raised to m minus n. Anything raised to 0 is 1 provided if a is not 0. What is a raised to minus r? 1 upon a raised to r, or a raised to r is 1 upon a raised to minus r. Many students get confused. They change the sign of a. You have to change the sign of index, not the base. Understand the difference? अगर मैं आपको पूछूं, what is 5 raised to minus 3? 1 upon 5 raised to 3. अगर मैं आपको पूछूं 5 raised to 3, तो people get confused. They write like this. I don't know why. What is the correct answer? 1 upon 5 raised to minus 3. You are changing the sign of the index and not the base. Am I clear? जैसे कि a raised to minus 1 is 1 by a. Correct? ये सारे उसके ही applications है. Then a upon b bracket raised to minus r. अंदर का उल्टा पुल्टा b by a raised to plus r. I'll give you an example. 2 by 7 raised to minus 3. डरो नहीं, -3 का इंडेक्स +3 किया, अंदर का साइन नहीं चेंज करना, उसको उल्टा पुल्टा करना. गॉट इट? एवरीबडी क्लियर? सुपर. यस, अंदर का रेसिप्रोकल करना है एंड वाइस वर्सा. ऑलराइट, you must be knowing -1 raised to odd number is -1 and -1 raised to even number is +1. जैसे कि -1 raised to 5 है, तो you will write -1 because 5 is odd, but -1 raised to 4 है, तो ये हो गया +1. Right? एक्सपोनेंट्स के सारे समझ आए? Okay, then a raised to m bracket raised to n is a raised to n. Very good, Varun. Yeah, a raised to m bracket raised to n a raised to mn. मुझे फॉर्मूला आता है. Yes बेटा ओंकार, perfect. Minus minus becomes plus. Very good. बिकॉज 6 बार मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो 3 बार माइनस 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 होगा. So it becomes +1. Absolutely correct. अभी ये देखो a raised to m bracket raised to n a raised to mn आता है. अभी 12th में जब मैं लिमिट्स पढ़ाऊंगी एंड इफ आई हैव 5 raised to 3x एंड अगर मैं लिखती हूँ 125 raised to x तो उसमें कंफ्यूजन क्या है? a raised to mn is a raised to m bracket raised to n, or I can write this as 5 raised to x bracket raised to 3, or I can write it as 125 raised to x. फर्क क्या है? It is all school level maths only I'm applying it. So मुझे, if there are two exponents, for example, a raised to m raised to n, no, then it is not mn. You mean it's like that, na? 2 raised to 3 raised to 2 ऐसे बोल रहे हो ना आप? ब्रैकेट नहीं है तो पहले आपको ये सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा. 3 square, समझा? And then that is 2 raised to 9. This is not equal to 2 raised to 3 bracket raised to 2. Are you getting it? Okay, great. So you understand how we are going to apply limits में ये अपने को exponents लगेगा, logarithm में अपने को exponent लगेगा, but it is the same thing. Correct? Now you know something like this I will just show you, huh? ब्रैकेट में डालते हैं 5 raised to x plus 5 raised to minus x minus 2, अगर ऐसा कुछ आया है. ऑल राइट, अभी ये सम मैं 12th में पढ़ा रही हूँ. अगर मैं कुछ डायरेक्टली लिखूं तो स्टूडेंट्स को कंफ्यूज होता है. यू नो व्हाट आई एम डूइंग इन माइंड, एमसीक्यू का जमाना है भाई. आई विल मल्टीप्लाई न्यूमरेटर एंड डिनोमिनेटर बाय 5 raised to x. डिनोमिनेटर तो मेरा ये 1 ही था. परफेक्ट. तो डिनोमिनेटर मेरा बन गया 5 raised to x. अभी what is 5 raised to x into 5 raised to x? I can write it as 5 raised to 2x. I can write it as 5 raised to x ka square. I can write it as 25 raised to x, one and the same. Correct? Then I am multiplying minus 2 by 5 raised to x. So it is minus 2 into 5 raised to x. मैंने पहले ये टर्म को मल्टीप्लाई किया, बाद में ये टर्म को मल्टीप्लाई किया. अभी ये दोनों मल्टीप्लाई करना है. 5 raised to minus x into 5 raised to x is 5 raised to minus x plus x, which is 5 raised to 0. So ये आंसर आने वाला है मेरा 1. Correct? Everybody understands this? हाँ, तो अगर मैं 12th standard में ये लिखूं तो कभी मत बोलना कि हम लोगों ने ये स्कूल में कभी किया ही नहीं है. यही तो है. It is like, you know, my numerator is like a square minus 2a plus 1, जो है a minus 1 bracket square. Is it not? Some a square minus 2a plus 1, is it not a minus 1 bracket square? Correct? Anybody confused? मैं a बोल रही हूँ 5 raised to x को. सबको समझ आ रहा है? Anybody who has a problem, please feel free to ask. Because I am just, you know, I'm just touching what that time you'll remember, oh, madam had told me, so you will not make mistakes. So I am telling you this. तो अभी इसका अगर मैं numerator लिखूं 5 raised to x minus 1 the whole square and denominator ये, तो ये ना समझ की क्या बात है? What I did, I repeat. ये दिया हुआ सम है मुझे. मैंने ऊपर नीचे 5 raised to x मल्टीप्लाई किया. 5 raised, thank you कनका. 5 raised to x into 5 raised to x is 5 raised to x का square. Plus ये this into this, so indices are added. It is 5 raised to 0, which is plus 1, which I have written here. Minus 2 into 5 raised to x. अभी तुम substitute करो 5 raised to x as a. So is it not a square minus 2a plus 1, which is a minus 1 bracket square? So I resubstitute a as 5 raised to x. So is it not 5 raised to x minus 1 bracket square? Anybody has a problem? How to apply this a raised to m bracket raised to n? Please feel free to ask 100 times. I have no issue. Everybody understand this? 5 raised to x into x कहाँ आया बेटा? आप ये बोल रहे हो ये? Vaishnavi, are you talking about this? I can repeat. नहीं, but Vaishnavi, is this your question? ये मैं 12th में करने वाली हूँ. क्यों करने वाली हूँ आपको 12th में समझेगा. लेकिन ये मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद जो आंसर आएगा वो स्कूल लेवल का है. दैट इज वाई सी वाई आई डिड बाय 5 रेज टू x वो मुझे अभी मत पूछना बिकॉज आई विल हैव टू गो टू लिमिट्स दैट चैप्टर. बट आफ्टर आई मल्टीप्लाई बाय 5 रेज टू x अभी ना बच्चे ऐसे है after we start that chapter they will understand why I multiplied by 5 raised to x. लेकिन बाद में simplification में गड़बड़ करते. I will repeat. ये है मेरा 5 raised to x. ये है मेरा 5 raised to I write this here as repeat. हाँ? ये है 5 raised to minus x. And ये है minus 2. I'm showing only numerator now because denominator में कुछ है ही नहीं. Only numerator I'm showing because 5 raised to x से ऊपर नीचे multiply करने वाले. अभी चलो multiply करो 5 raised to x into 5 raised to x. 5 raised to x into 5 raised to x. 2 into 5 raised to x. तो ये something into something is something का square आ गया. Indices are added because a raised to m into a raised to n, a raised to m plus n. So it is 5 raised to minus x plus x minus twice 5 raised to x. So ये आ गया मेरा 5 raised to x का स्क्वायर. बाद में ये टर्म मैं लिख रही हूँ minus 2 into 5 raised to x plus ये आ गया 5 raised to 0 which is 1. Now if I substitute 5 raised to x as a, how will you read it? A square minus 2a plus 1 जो कि है a minus 1 bracket square. मानते हो या नहीं? बोलो. Correct? Arya, you told me to repeat. Are you very clear about it now? Sahi, very good. Great. Super. So ऐसे हम लोग अप्लाई करने वाले हैं जो what we have learned in school. So, you know, this you just go on reading till you actually start your studies and till the time you find it difficult. कि नहीं मैं school level में अटक रही हूँ. So you just go and read what I'm explaining. All right. So this is about exponents. Only 2 more I have to revise. A into b bracket raised to m. A raised to m into b raised to m. A upon b bracket raised to m. A raised to m upon b raised to m. Correct? अभी वो कैसे स्टूडेंट्स 11th में अटक जाएंगे? I'll tell you. When I write root 5 into root 3 is root 15. इधर उधर देखना शुरू. It is 5 raised to half into 3 raised to half. देखो a raised to m into b raised to m. एक ही टोपी है दोनों को half. It is 5 into 3 bracket raised to half. Is it not? 15 raised to half. So is it not square root of 15? Correct? Okay, so this is what we are applying, exponents, that's it. A into b bracket raised to m is a raised to m upon b raised to m. Right? Okay. Now, you know what I'll do? I know what you need in future. So we will solve a few sums on exponents and then we will solve a few sums on expansions and factorization. All right? Chalo. Sum number 1. See, everybody knows these sums, so you can definitely try each sum. If you want, I can give you the start ek sum dikha ke. You need not look at the laptop. You can try the sum on your own also. जितने कम स्टेप्स में कर सकते हो करो, मेरे को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. I am solving doesn't mean that you should see, huh? Three है ना? सबको आया आंसर? Should I explain? Yeah, you can change negative sign. I'm just doing this. You know, 16 is 2 raised to 4, 81 is 3 raised to 4. So it is 2 by 3 bracket raised to 4. So a raised to m bracket raised to n is a raised to mn. तो ये 4 जाने वाला है. So it is 2 by 3 raised to minus 3. ये उल्टा भी कर सकते हो या अभी तो अपने को आंसर ही चाहिए. So it is 2 raised to minus 3 upon 3 raised to minus 3 into अभी ये है 7 upon 3 का स्क्वायर है वो into 3 by 2 so 2 गया. So it is 7 cube upon 3 cube. ये मैंने इधर लिखा. Now divided by ये है 7 का क्यूब, ये है 6 का क्यूब. So 7 by 6 bracket cube raised to 2 by 3. तो वो 3 गया. Correct? तो ये raised to 2 आया. तो उल्टा होगा divided by 7 by 6 का स्क्वायर मतलब multiplied by 6 square by 7 square. So you know 3 raised to 3 and 3 raised to minus 3 will cancel each other. Correct? So it is just 2 raised to minus 3. Now what is 7 raised to 3 upon 7 raised to 2? It is just 7 raised to 1 bachega. Correct? And what is 6 square? What is 6 basically? 2 into 3. So 2 into 3 bracket का square है. Everybody getting it? All of you? Can I directly write ऐसे देखो ये ऐसा है देखो. It is 2 का square into 3 का square है. तो ये हो गया 7 into 9. ये आ गया मेरा 63 divided by now 2 raised to minus 3 into 2 raised to 2 is 2 raised to minus 1. So नीचे जाके upon 2. You can check your answer if everybody got this answer. Any confusion is there, you tell me. Please just don't copy. Huh? If you solve and if you don't get, you tell me. I will explain. I can explain 100 times. I have a lot of patience. I can repeat one more time. Yes, sure. See, what is this 16? Is it not? ये दिखा रही हूँ मैं पहले 2 raised to 4 upon 3 raised to 4 है अंदर का. So it is 2 by 3 raised to 4 and इसका bracket raised to minus 3 by the a raised to m bracket raised to n a raised to mn. तो 4 cancel. So ये मेरा हो गया 2 by 3 raised to minus 3. तुम लोग ऐसा उल्टा करके 3 by 2 raised to 3 भी कर सकते हो. मैंने नहीं किया, मैंने ऐसे ही रखा. Now what is a upon b bracket raised to m? It is a raised to m upon b raised to m. पहला हो गया. Understood? Now ये है 49 upon 9 जो है, that is 7 square upon 3 square. तो 7 upon 3 bracket square into raised to 3 by 2, so 2 gone. So it is 7 upon 3 का cube है, so it is 7 cube upon 3 cube. तो वो इधर आ गया. And divided by ये है 7 upon 6 का cube है, raised to 2 by 3, so 3 cancels. So 7 का 7 by 6 का square है, वो डिवीजन में है तो मल्टीप्लिकेशन में ये ऊपर आएगा ये नीचे जाएगा. तो अभी ये देखो 3 raised to minus 3 into 3 raised to 3 when you add the indices it is 3 raised to 0. वो गया. Now 7 cube upon 7 square is just 7 and ये 2 raised to minus 3 बचा and ये 6 square is 2 square into 3 square. So ये मैंने जो सर्कल किया वो 7 3 square 2 raised to minus 3 into 2 raised to 2 raised to minus 3 plus 2 that is 2 raised to minus 1 which is 1 upon 2. तो ये नीचे आया 2. So 63 upon 2 my answer is 31.5. Arya, are you clear? Arya? Okay, great. अभी ये कर रही थी मैं, आप करो. 3 raised to minus 4 divided by 2 raised to minus 8 bracket raised to 1 by 4. So it is a upon ये a है ये b है a upon b bracket raised to m is a raised to m upon b raised to m. ऐसे कर सकते हो. करेक्ट. 4 तो गया. 3 raised to minus 1 upon 4 twos are. So 2 raised to minus 2. So ऊपर निगेटिव है ना तो नीचे पॉजिटिव करने का. वो नीचे निगेटिव है तो ऊपर पॉजिटिव करने का. आंसर इज 4 by 3. Perfect. It looks foolish but it is very helpful for us in future. 32 raised to minus 2 by 5. करो. $32, did you write 2 raised to 5? ये 5 cube. 5 cancel होगा, so it is 2 raised to minus 2 divided by 2 raised to minus 2 is 1 upon 2 raised to 2 divided by 5 raised to minus 2 is 1 upon 5 raised to 2. एकदम step by step दिखाया तो हाँ. So it is 1 upon 4 divided by 1 upon 25 which is 1 upon 4 multiplied by 25 upon. एक तो ऐसे लिखो नहीं तो mixed fraction कैसे. It all depends on in MCQ what form is given to you. Sorry? You can write in decimal, yes. That's what, no, sometimes, students reach the answer, but they cannot find out which is the equivalent of that MCQ. So when we solve now, you know, then you will realize कि oh ये same ही I have got the answer, but it may be given in different forms sometimes. 6.25 perfectly right. Very good. You're finding speed okay, or tell me, huh? Are you really solving? Superb. Somebody got the right answer. Shreya Thakkar. Square root of ये तो सबको पता है. You know what is 0.01? Perfect, Krishna. Very good. It is 1 upon, दो zeros है मतलब 100. मतलब 1 upon 10 square है. और इतना मैं दिखा रही हूँ क्योंकि सबको समझे बस. Correct? So ये है 10 raised to minus 2 raised to minus half. ये है 3 cube. ये minus 2 you can directly cancel it minus 2. So straight 10 raised to 1 ही आएगा. And ये 3 गया. 3 square is 9. So half 10 minus 9 is 1. ये आ गया आंसर 1.5. Correct? Okay, there's a lot more to do. Madam, I have a lecture at 4:15 for the standard 12. So I think I will continue on Saturday if okay. Hello. Hi students. Can I give you 1 or 2 sums to try for homework? Will you? Okay. I'll just give you 1 sum to try for homework. You can take that and then I can take your leave. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, Vedant. Thank you. And anyway, I'll be explaining you this sum next time, so don't have to worry. It's just that giving you a little brainstorm thoda kar lo, because you have done this kind of sums earlier. Correct? Where is the power minus half, beta? Harsh, are you talking about the previous sum? Harsh, are you talking about this? ये minus half ही है, हाँ. But ये 10 raised to minus 2 है ना. So what is minus 2 into minus half? So 2 गया and minus minus plus 1. So that is how it became only 10. 10 raised to 1, which is 10. Understood? Good. Okay. Hope you followed whatever we revised today. If you have your school books, you can just definitely go through rational, irrational numbers, surds, exponents, expansions. Thoda revise kar lo aaj. Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Bye. Have a great day. Bye. Yes. Thank you all. Stay blessed.